In this clip, we're just going to continue and talk more about using the transition editor. Now going back up here into the main part of the edit, like I was dragging my clips before, you notice there's a top bar and a bottom bar above and below our transition. Those represent the two clips that are to the sides of it. The top one is the clip on the left, and the bottom one is the clip on the right. And you can see the tape name here. Depending on your view in the sequence, depends on the view up here. I have thumbnails turned on in my sequence, so up here you see the thumbnail. I also have name turned on, so you can also see the name. Now, if you notice when you get to the edge, you can ripple edit. So it's basically like if you were to delete that transition and then do a ripple edit at the edge of this clip. Bring the editor back up here. But you can do it with the effect still applied, with the transition still applied. So by clicking and dragging, you then ripple. You ripple that effect. You can do the same thing for the clip below it, which is the clip to the right of it. And you can just go ahead and ripple it. So you can see exactly how that corresponds. Now, let's go ahead and open up a separate effect now, one that has some more parameters to it. So let's go over here to transitions and let's grab a wipe. Let's do a clock wipe. Why don't you click and drag that clock wipe down and replace that cross dissolve. Okay, now you notice in your viewer it auto-updated itself to be now the clock wipe. So now if we preview this clock wipe, you can see over in the canvas that it's pretty much revealing the next footage like it were a clock wiping across. So now what parameters can you change with this? Well, there are a lot more parameters you can change. For starters, let's look at the start wipe. This is the position. Right now it's starting at 12 o'clock. You can start it at 3 o'clock, you can start it at 6 o'clock, you can start it at 9 o'clock, and you notice now there's a different start point for where the transition begins. Just keep it at 12 o'clock for right now. Now the center point is basically the fulcrum of this. Okay, this middle point right here. And you can set that by typing in values or just clicking this plus sign and then dragging it over. And you notice there's already a red plus sign. That's because that's where the center is right now. I click over here, I just created a brand new center. Again, you can click and move, and if you want to reset it, you can just put it back to 0. Put these values back to 0, and then they go to 0. Now the wipe direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, is the same as if I click the reverse button. So watch what happens if I click the reverse button. You click it, it reverses to the other side. So instead of wiping in a clockwise motion, now it wipes in counterclockwise. And you can do the same thing down here in wipe direction from clockwise to counterclockwise.